Windows has the system share. Oh, built-in keyboard and mouse as a second keyboard and mouse. Okay. On day 10, okay. And let me write down squishy. Yeah, I think I'm day like 30 something, I think now. I'm at the point that I could have more stuff unlocked, but I'm saving up to buy. There's like the secondary lot that you can have, and I want to set it up to have storage in there. I don't know if I'll keep it as all storage stuff. I might move it around, but having the amount of growing boxes that are on the floor is way too many. So, shall we? I don't understand why this is on the playlist. That's not a Genshin song. Okay, what? It shouldn't be playing non-Genshin songs in our background of things. It's not on the smart shuffle. We should be okay. Oh, did the system sharing with the laptop? Okay. Stink spray card sleeves and dice? Okay. Nice. Yeah, because I don't know, does the demo limit the amount of days you can play, or does it limit the amount of items that you can have? Because I've seen demos do that kind of, you know, either way. Up to level 15. Okay. Items both. Okay. So it limits multiple things. Only by the basic pack. Okay. Yeah, because I guess it must have been the demo. I don't know. Whatever video Brando initially shared of showing off the game, I watched that video. Level 5 of the demo. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Let me look. Ooh, snazzy. It's so shiny. I know, I think... I can't remember if the highest card I pulled was 500 or 300. I don't know. There's a picture somewhere in Discord. So... Mr. Fruit? Okay. Yeah, I was like, I watched them do it, and it was fun. I was like, okay, I get this. I get the vibe. This game is also making me actually want to play Supermarket Simulator more. And I definitely want to play it at some point, but we have, I don't know, tomorrow is October, and I feel like this is, you know, normally this would be us jumping into playing something slightly more spooky, which, if anything, maybe we just need to jump back into Mass Effect 3, because it's not exactly like a horror game, but it definitely has some darker vibes in cases of that. But I figured we'll play some House Builder tonight, and do the medieval level, and then that kind of scratches the itch that I had, because I wanted to do a medieval level and I wanted to do a garden DLC level. Obviously there's still more levels for us to play in House Builder, but I think maybe after today, House Builder goes back into the backlog of stuff for a bit. If you haven't voted, I am planning for us to do a runoff poll for community night. So if you want to vote for community night, definitely go vote on that in Discord, because I'm probably going to close the poll and do a runoff either tomorrow or Wednesday would be the idea, to give you all a couple days to vote on the runoff poll. For Saturday, Friday, I think we might go back to Wandersong, as long as I'm awake enough for it, would be the idea. Hi, Siobhan, it's good to see you. How's it going? Close your browser, vote. I mean, you technically can. I can't stop you. Okay. Should we read? Ella, you guys stay over there, honey. Yeah, you guys stay over there. Should we read the Mad Lib before we get super distracted again? Yes, hi, Ella. You could stay over there, honey. Okay. This Mad Lib is titled A Visit to the Dentist. A one-act play performed by two sushi in this room. Patient. Thank you very much for seeing me, Dr. Commando, especially on such butt-shaped notice. Dentist. What is the problem, young butt? Patient. I have a pain in my upper toy, which is giving me a severe upper butt's ache. Why does this have so many songs on it that aren't actually Genshin? Hold on. Okay. Pain in my upper toy, which is giving me a severe upper butt's ache. Dentist. Let me take a look. Open your wisdom teeth wide. Good. Now I'm going to tap your butts with my booty. Patient. Shouldn't you give me a rump killer? Dentist. It's not necessary yet. Suffering Succotash. I think I see a floppy disk in your upper tush. Patient. Are you going to pull my fish out? Dentist. No, I'm going to chugging your tooth and put in a temporary nature's trombone. Patient. When do I come back for the hungry filling? Dentist. A day after I wash your taco. Next up, yeah, Ale and Tail Tavern, we definitely need to play more of it. So that one is definitely not going away, because I definitely want to play more of it. This sounds sexual. What kind of dentist is this? Yes, we're washing your taco. Unfortunately, I guess, is what's happening. The young butt. Yes. Uh-huh. Now I'm going to tap your butts with my booty is the sentence that's like, I'd like to change my name on the including young butt, please. Brando, you know I'm gonna do it, right? Because you do realize that this is very easy for me to go in here and edit things. Okay, I gotta find you on the list here. Brando, there's Brando. Oh, okay, hold on. I can't... Okay, I gotta change the quotes for Young Butt, or otherwise I think it's gonna break the code in this. Okay. In theory, it's updated. Your first limited banner. Yeah. That's like the reason I keep doing my Genshin dailies is just because like it's the slow grind of getting enough currency to get stuff. I'm still trying to get the Shogun. I think I've got to be getting semi-close to pity level, but I don't think I'm going to actually get them, unfortunately. It's like, okay, I kind of had a feeling that might happen because I did decide to pull on the last banner because I really wanted them. Blanking on their name, the wind person thing. I wanted the thing, and I got them, so I'm happy about that. So I had a feeling I might miss out on her because I spend the like $5 to get the like daily check-in thing, but I'm not spending actual money on pulls. Fair affiliate. Yeah, it's like I don't there's so many other like I have no problem spending money on games. Obviously, like, you know, I buying in-game stuff. I've bought a lot of in-game things in games. But Genshin is one that I'm not going to spend actual money on buying stuff to be able to do more polls. Really? Yeah, you. Yeah, you. I boop you on the head. Yeah, you. I boop you on the head. Keep tempting. Yeah, it was like, I don't know. It's like, I'm just wanting to collect as many characters as I can. So it's one of those things that's like, well, I don't get them. You know, maybe I'll get someone else. I've gotten some constellations for people. So it's like, okay. It's not like the absolute end of the world, but I don't know. It's also a thing too that I am still wanting and still doing my Genshin dailies, but I'm slowly losing the motivation to do them because I'm at the point that I have stuff that I could go do to unlock areas and like do bosses and level up characters. But also I'm kind of at the point that I'm ready to go back to doing the story and progressing that. And I've been streaming it and just based on our current, you know, log of stuff I want to stream soon, it's just not in the it's not in the I'm gonna stream it in the next 2 weeks list of stuff. Currently we have, you know, community nights happening on Saturday, and in terms of like gaming stuff, either I think we would continue with House Builder to progress more of the chat, you know, the more of the builds in that. But also I want to get back to Wandersong because we're in the, you know, the last half of it. And I want to get back to Mass Effect 3. But also, I'm very bummed that I did not stream Necrome or Gold Road before this Gold Road Zone event, because I really wish I had context for why there's this mirror stuff happening around Gold Road and why there's, you know, why parts of the map are like gray, scorched, like looking. I want the context and I want the story. And I know I could technically just play it off stream, but I do really like questing and ESO on stream. So like Nier Automata, I don't think I own. Is that available on PC, or is that still a console thing? Why was my brain think it's a console thing? The other thing too is we also have a couple other channel point redeems that are sitting in the queue as well. In terms of things that we have, what do we have in there? We have a, well, I almost said Haunted Chocolatier. That's not right. The Chocolatier game that we were playing with Goldie. Goldie redeemed for us to play another hour of that, and I'm kind of excited to make more chocolate and play more of the mini game because the mini game's really fun. Oh, I was saying Necrome is last year's chapter in ESO, and then this year's is Gold Road. Oh, excuse me. So it's like I so many hours of ESO questing, and I have done some ESO questing off stream. I finally did the Mages Guild quest line. Because I wanted to do, story-wise, it made sense for me to do the Mages Guild questline before I did the Scribing questline. And when the Scribing launched, there was a limited time thing to be able to get stuff and whatnot. So I wanted to be able to get that. So I did do some questing off-stream, and I didn't dislike it. It did feel very odd. Because I've done very little ESO questing off-stream since I started streaming. I have a character that I started questing through base game stuff with her that I have done off stream, but I've only done like the beginning of the Ebonheart Pact with her. So like 95% of the like ESO questing I've done on, I've done in the past 5 years has been on stream, because I started streaming and I ended up streaming the end of Elsewhere on stream. So every single DLC from the last 2 quests from did I do Southern? Yeah, I think that was Northern Elsewhere. I finished Northern Elsewhere on stream accidentally because I didn't realize actually towards the end of the story, and I wanted to try out streaming ESO. So every DLC from that point on, I've streamed. So James, their birthday is mine? Cool. Well, happy birthdays all around then. Welcome on in. Hello. All the happy birthdays. Yeah, we ended up doing stuff yesterday because my dad's a counselor and he had sessions already scheduled and stuff that needed to happen tonight and stuff, so it just made more sense to go over and do hangout and presents and stuff and whatnot yesterday versus doing it today, because I wasn't sure, you know, scheduling wise how that was going to work out, so it's kind of why I left it in the like shrug, but it ended up working out and stuff like that. So yeah, in the short list of things, Wandersong is probably the thing we're going to return to first. And then I think I probably will return to Mass Effect 3. And then I think we would probably jump in. We have a couple channel point redeems that will probably be quicker ones. Like we have Goldie's Chocolatier or something game. I blanking on the full name. But we've played a bit of it on stream already. And I've been having a lot of fun with it. And Goldie put that in the redeem queue again. So we're going to play more of that. Bo redeemed Guild Wars 2. So we're going to jump into that. I don't know. I'm not committing to like... I don't need another MMO. Really don't need another MMO. I have so much stuff to do in ESO and Final Fantasy XIV. I really don't need another MMO. But Guild Wars 2 is a thing. Which I need to see... if my login still works, because I made a login, 6 years ago? 7 years? I made a login for Guild Wars 2, and I played Guild Wars 2 for, like, a couple hours, and then discovered that ESO was on sale on Humble Bundle for $10, and then I never went back. Because, essentially, that was at the time, was like, I... you know, didn't have, like, a ton of money to be spending on anything because I was, you know, a living-at-home college student. So when I saw that ESO, basically I downloaded Guild Wars 2 as, like, a placeholder for the I really wish I had ESO. And then as soon as I found ESO on sale, I didn't go back. Not for anything against Guild Wars 2, I just really wanted to play ESO, and I put, you know, I've put, you know, like 2,000 hours into it at this point. So, yes, we also have Final Fantasy X. We also have Mario Sunshine. And Stray Gods. Which, if anything, in terms of stuff, Stray Gods is the one that's been in the queue the longest. So that one I would probably... okay, Final Fantasy X's been in there for a bit too. But that one... I'm waiting until after we finish Mass Effect 3 because I do think I will actually play more of Final Fantasy X. Stray Gods is one that it shouldn't be too terribly long of a playthrough. It's like, I think slightly longer than Wandersong. What else do we have in there? Oh, we have Life is Strange is also in the queue. Yes, I do owe you at least an hour of Final Fantasy X. And I wouldn't be opposed to, like, jumping in and trying it, even though we wouldn't necessarily, like, play more of it immediately. But I've done that with so many games because of review keys. I'm kind of discovering for myself that I don't really like... I love playing... My brain really loves playing a lot of different games all the time, which is why I constantly play 50 bazillion different games. But... I'm not liking this, like, starting games and then not having time to keep playing them games, which is why, like, some of the ones I've done review keys for, I've been playing them off stream, specifically the Galaxy Cat one, or the Galaxy Burger. I've been playing more of that one. It's been very fun. I will say I do have, like, some key mailer requests that I have gone in and I have requested some more keys for things. So we'll see if I do get chosen for some of those, and those would be ones we would probably just, you know, like, visit and then, you know, not necessarily specifically continue on stream unless either the sub or bit goal is hit and the wheel spins and lands on, like, go back to a game we didn't finish. 6 to 10 hours for Stray Gods. There's also new DLC that takes place after the main game. Oh, okay. Yeah, so I definitely want to jump in and do that. So we have lots of things, but also, like, the thing is, you know, like, I don't have to play a scary game during spooky season, but I would like to. If anything, we're definitely playing... Let me look at the calendar. Okay, the Slay the Princess Pristine cut comes out on the 24th, which is a Thursday. So we're 100% playing the Pristine cut of Slay the Princess on the 25th would be the plan. So if anything else, we're at least doing that. Oh, I was gonna look at... First year? First, what, or first... What was it called? Oh no, I didn't write it down. Hi, Ranch! Wait, Ranch, you were the one saying about the game. The spooky game thing, right? We're talking spooky games. I was gonna look at that, because, like, maybe we play, like, a short spooky something. So... Enjoy your puddle sub badge and your emotes courtesy of Brando. Year walk. That's what it is. Let me just make a... You know what? I'm just gonna open this store page, so I will look at it after stream. Cool. Oh, it says similar to Little Nightmares. Okay, I might be sold just purely based on that. Ella, will you stop climbing on my desk, dear, please? Making stir fry, yum. But yeah, we have lots of things. Besides MA3 and, are there any other story games you've dropped? Let me look at Steam. Because I think most of the games... Most games I play through on stream... What is squeaking? Why is my wheel squeaking? It never does that. Okay, Oh, the other one that would be on that list, it's not story, but I would like to go back and play the other chapters of A Little to the Left. Would be something else that's on that list. Most of the games on that like dropped list or we've only played one stream list are simulation games of just trying out a bunch of simulation games. The other DLCs are a little left almost. I would like to play more of them. I am, like, committed to getting these 100 daily, the daily tidies. I am at 51, 52 of them. And I want to get the achievement for doing 100 of them. So now I want to get the other achievements for it. They're also just really fun and really satisfying. 145. Okay, you're making progress. Oh, Creatures of Ava. That one is another one that is technically a story game that I would love to play more of it. I really liked playing that game for the one day we did it on stream back in August. I would really like to do this. I'm scrolling through my review keys. Is what I'm looking at right now. Need to play Little Nightmares? I love Little Nightmares. Even if you're someone who's not, like, super into horror games or scary games, I recommend checking out Little Nightmares. It is such a good game, and I love the story. Make you play Throne and... What the heck is that, Bo? What? Is that something you own, Bo? I'm realizing I think our Steam friendship thing broke again. I don't think I can see your games. Hold on, let me do... Yeah, it broke. I can't see Dead Space. It's like, okay, think of a game that I have that, but that I don't have that Bo does. I haven't seen Little Nightmares. Shadow Hearts for October. Okay. I will say I'd be so down to do another playthrough of Little Nightmares. Do we have okay, hold on. Now I'm gonna click away from the thing, so let me. I'm just gonna toss that in mod chat, so I will actually go click on that later. Do we have a release time frame for Little Nightmares 3? It just says 2025. Okay. Oh, that's the MMO. Okay. I didn't know what it was called. Your current hyperfocus. Bo, how many MMOs do you currently have in your repertoire? It's one of your favorite obscure franchises. Okay. So, I would be down to do another playthrough of both Little Nightmares 1 and 2 before we play 3. I will say if you want to watch me play Little Nightmares and be absolutely terrified because it was literally the first scary, you know, the Little Nightmare was the first any kind of level of scary game I had ever played. So I definitely got scared by it. If you want to watch me play that, the VODs are here on the Twitchiverse. You can search in the VODs for Little Nightmares. I think they're also in a collection as well. I will preface it with, it was a while ago. I streamed that while we were living at the rental, and it is not this microphone, so the audio is not as good as quality as I would like it to be, but it is still there. One does not simply play one MMO. Uh-huh. Well, that's stupid. Wait, why? Why would Skyrim need the PlayStation Network, though? That does... What? That doesn't make any sense. It's also like, the other game I would love to get back to is Planet Zoo, but it's also like, you know, Planet Zoo is a single-player game, but because of the interaction with the buying and the selling of the animals of things, because you're actually trading them between other players in the game that are breeding them and whatnot, if their online stuff is down, you, like, can't play your, like, community save of Planet Zoo. So, gonna be free to play starting tomorrow. Okay. Saves are in the cloud. Oh, yeah, or if you have the, like, downloaded version of it versus, like, you have a disc or something, I guess. Always live games were a mistake. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that would be, that's annoying. So, I don't know. I feel like maybe I should make a list of games that, which I guess would also make sense for in terms of if a goal is hit and we spin the wheel and it lands on go back to a game, then I feel like we could spin a wheel for that. Because just in terms of looking at the review key list, of ones that, like, okay, some of them are ones that I wouldn't necessarily play more on stream. I just need to finish them off stream. We could go back to Builders of Greece, which has actually gotten, it's getting close to, like, 1.0. It's gotten some big major updates. Crab God is one that I haven't streamed, but actually, if you all are not on the U of Tubes, there will be an episode of Crab God going up tomorrow on YouTube. I'm getting back into the YouTube posting. I want to record more of it because it's actually had major updates and stuff since I've played it for YouTube. Okay, so Builders of Greece. Creatures of Ava would be one I would really like to go back to. We could go back to that visual novel we started of the Anelia Dawn of Madness. But I kind of am in between on that one. I'm not sure. I don't know how I feel about that one. We could go back to First Dwarf. That one was actually a lot of fun. Oh, we should play... We should play Garden of the Sea. That's a review key I have that the game launches in a couple of days and we haven't checked it out yet. We could play more Gordlets. We could play more Horticular. We could play more Manor Lords. That's also gotten some updates as well. Medieval Machine Builder. We should go back. Okay, that's the other story one we haven't finished. We haven't finished... Okay, we haven't finished Creatures of Ava. We haven't finished Mika and the Witch's Mountain. Is there anything else story-wise in here that we didn't finish? Republic of Pirates kind of had a story going for it. Just saying. Like, it is a simulation, but it did have a storyline that was going with it. We should go back and play Sunset Hills. Because we did the, like, demo, but it was actually the full game, and I didn't ever... We thought it was labeled as a demo, but it definitely gave us more than the actual demo. But I have the full game key, and we could go back... We would have to replay the beginning of stuff, which we would already know how to solve the puzzles, so that would be, you know, less time. We could go back to Sunset Hills. We never became the Penguin King leader of all the penguins. We never did beat that. Y'all. Can I just... Can I just stream 24/7 and we'll eventually play all these games? Because, y'all, that's only the returning games. Shall I list off the games that I have review keys for that we haven't played yet? I have Empires of the Undergrowth. I have Ete, which is that, like, painting game that we did the demo for. I have Garden Witch Life. I was waiting for them to do an update to fix a couple major bugs, and they have updated it, so I want to go try that out. I have Lonesome Village. I have Nordland. I have Ova Magica. I have Sprout Valley. I have Sumerian 6. I have Which Way Up Galaxy Games. I have Workers and Resources of Soviet Republic. And I have Wildflowers. That are all review keys that we have not played yet. Which is why I put a thing on the wheel of, like, play a backlog review key. So... The whole stream. Wait, what? Being the whole stream, Brando? Sorry, I kept scrolling and lost the context. The whole stream to list those off. It's fine. I say we start an uncapped subathon right now and blast through them all. Who needs to go to work? I need to go to work. Oh, naming all the keys. Yeah. Because that also... Okay, for reference, I have discovered that there's 60 games in my review key folder on Steam. There is 159 in the to stream category. Y'all know how I said I was going to open the game like super soon and whatnot. I totally have failed at that. But is anyone shocked? No one should be shocked. No one should be shocked here that I have failed to open the game. I'm doing it now. I'm doing it. So, I guess the long short of it is we have lots of games that we could play. And it's fine. We have plenty of games to fulfill all of our time. And I make zero promises to not grow the backlog more. So many attempts to actually read the back. I know. It's fine. It's fine. I think it's this one. Yes. Manor House DLC is the one that we wanted to do. We have attempted so many things. It's fine. This is the content you all hang out for. This is why. Is this the content you subscribe for? It's fine. It's totally fine. So I guess on that note, if you all want to unlock me playing some of those backlog things or, you know, whatever of the things. Freaking, oh, that's always the worst ranch. Like, I feel like, you know, I literally, like, cannot cut onions. Like, even just being in the room with them, it's like tears. It's like, I can't. I cannot. If I ever have to chop an onion, I'm gonna have to, like, wear, like, science, like, experiment safety goggles. Yeah. Oh, what was I saying? I was saying, if you all want to unlock one of those things, you could do so by doing a wheel spin. We are currently 2 subs away from a wheel spin. I don't know how many bits. I cannot see that from what I have open on my screen, but a number of bits away from one as well. Why is the text so tiny? Okay. Manor house gardens are examples of traditional gardening and agricultural art that combine functionality with aesthetics. They are characterized by a wealth of forms and styles that reflect the history and culture of the region. Characteristic elements include pergolas, word. I know what that word is, but apparently my brain can't brain it. Fountain spawns, and there are also designated space for flower, vegetable, and herb gardens. Manor houses are often venues for various events and ceremonies where organizers are keen to maintain a unique atmosphere. Weddings, banquets, business events are held here. Okay? Build a maze? Build a maze in the area? Okay. Use at least 25 hedges. Okay, I gotta get off the exclamation point. Dig here. Okay. There's so many things. There's so many stuff and things. Why do we have so many buckets? Okay. Where's our tools? Shovel. There we go. I was gonna say, I can't dig without a shovel. I don't know why we're digging, but that's what I wanted to start with. Is, I guess, the vibe we're going for? I don't know. The real struggle with all the games that I do want to play and experience with you all is so many of them. Like, I love doing our backlogathons and things like that, but the thing I found out with the backlogathons is it's really fun to play a lot of those games, but there's also a difference of, you know, spoon drainage and emotional processing between playing those kinds of, you know, playing story games back to back to back, versus, you know, just playing a lot of games back to back kind of thing. If that makes sense. Oh, we made a pond. Okay. And we have so many games and so many simulation games that we could play. So it's like, well, yeah, I could do that. But also there's so many stories. And that's really the true backlog that we have, is a lot of story games. And story games take a lot of time and focus. And what do I lack? Time and focus. I'm hoping now that we're kind of, you know, we're back into the vibe of, you know, stream schedule and stuff, and I'm getting back to YouTube schedule, and, you know, I'm working on college stuff, like, we're doing all those kinds of things. You know, we're getting there. 2 wheelbarrows of concrete. Okay. Does this count as concrete? There it goes. Okay, I was gonna say, in theory, we're pouring it in. There we go. These bricks. There we go. I was gonna say, how many is it gonna let me pick up? Logic. That was all the little happy dings of placing all those was very satisfying. Did that not count? It progressed to show that, but it didn't mark off the concrete. It's still telling me to lay more concrete. Wait, are you saying a minimum of 2 wheelbarrows to make an entire floor? That was way more than 2 wheelbarrows. But okay, game. If you say so. If you say so. Okay, we're definitely probably going to be buying more of this because I have a feeling we're going to need more than this stack here. Yep. Okay, because that is all it gave us of it. Yeah. Sorry, my brain is like contemplating of like, ooh, now that it remembered that there's that review key for the game that's coming out in like a couple of days. Like, do we want to be distracted and try out another game? Because I have a review key for Garden of the Sea, which is a game that originally launched in VR, but is being launched in just like, you know, regular game style on the 3rd? I think it's the 3rd is the release day. I know it's like super soon. I do have a review key for it, and we could check it out. There it is. I was going to say, where in the world? We need 320 more? Okay. We've reached the limit of a single transport. Oh, because it's a smaller truck. This truck, I don't think is as big as the other ones. Well, we'll see you back again. I do think it's funny that they don't, like, turn around, that they just back up. Like, okay, sure, why not? I was also gonna look that... I appreciate we have that skill unlocked. But I wanted to double check that we don't have... We definitely used to have some of these skills unlocked, and it must have reset at some point. But I wanted to double check that we don't have any skills that are just sitting there, like, not unlocked. Oh, I have a cart that can deliver stuff. Okay, so this must be Garden DLC then. That's fine. I just want to do DLC. And a manor is definitely cool vibes. Okay, that should be enough. Either way, we're actually doing a DLC level. And not a base game level. I'm not saying that base game is bad, but also it's cool to check out the fancy new levels. And we'll see if doing this level unlocks other DLC things. I think it's these, right? Yeah. I don't know. We probably, in terms of me chit-chatting probably forever, we'll probably only do one level today. Because I'm thinking... Oh, we need 4. Okay, we need like a total of 500 of these. Okay, we need a lot more of these. I'm thinking that next week we'll be jumping back into story stuff. I think having this as like a backup plan though, like having this as a set backup plan of like, hey, you know, if I don't, you know, if I'm not awake enough, if I don't have the, you know, if I don't have the spoons to focus, I don't know, that's the thing that really annoys me, like, just, like, with myself, is, like, and I'm been, you know, I've gotten better about it, of being, you know, not as upset, you know, with myself of, like, not being able to do the game I wanted to play, but, you know, in terms of, like, well, if I'm not ready, if I don't have the focus to do the story game, then this could be our, like, default backup for a bit, because we definitely still have a lot of levels to play. I'm having a lot of fun with this game and would like to play more of it, but also I do want to get back to some of our story stuff. 2 party friendship hours after, 2 sleepies. If anything, I'd be, you know, I'd be down to hang, but I don't know if I will be, like, in super duper active of doing anything. I did, like, I don't know, maybe like 60% of my ESO dailies with the event and stuff of the dailies that I want to do. So I have more ESO stuff to do, and I haven't opened Genshin yet today, and I would like to do the Genshin dailies as well. So I will definitely at least be hanging around my computer for a little bit after stream. So there's at least that, but not opposed to some after friendship hours. They just definitely won't be as long as usual because I've been trying to be better about getting to bed. I will say the only reason I wouldn't, well, I'll at least be hanging around for dailies, but the only reason I wouldn't hang out for super long is we did end up going to the library yesterday as well. And we checked out some new books, and I want to read some of those books. I also have a book that is due back at the library that needs to go back that I need to finish reading. So those were yeah, those, I had a lot of fun staying up that late, but I do regret not going to bed earlier because that did throw off the sleep of things. It's like, I should not do that. I should not do that, but it was very fun though. It's fun hanging out and gaming with you all and chit-chatting and whatnot. But also, I don't know. I know I'm not old. I know I'm not old in the grand scheme of things, but I'm definitely feel like I'm approaching the, like, I'm almost 30. Let's go to bed early. I feel like I'm finally, like, I don't want to say, like, aging out of the teens, you know, like, you know, as a teen, you don't go, you know, you're not naturally getting tired until, like, later and stuff like that. I feel like I'm finally hitting that point of not naturally wanting to stay up super late. And I don't know if that's because my body is just feeling like it's getting old, or if it's because I finally have, like, gotten my body into a cadence of sleep schedule for work that matches work stuff. Like, the thing is, I do blame it at least partially on work, because during the summer I still did stay up late and was totally fine with it and whatnot. But when I'm in my, like, work sleep schedule, I definitely am, like, you know, by, you know, typically I get off my computer at 10 p.m. my time. I have been wanting to move that back to actually even earlier, because I'm getting to sleep around 11, which is, for I think most people, is probably enough hours of sleep to get like 7-ish hours of sleep. But my body during the summer, when I naturally let it sleep, will sleep between 8 and 9 hours. So I think I'm consistently getting, you know, 1 to 2 hours less of sleep than my body wants, which I think is not helping me have the levels of energy I want to have and having um, the ability to focus on the things I want to be able to focus and get done. So, which sucks because then it's like, well, I want to be awake and doing stuff still. So, tired all day next day. Yeah, it's like, it did throw me off a bit. Never hit that point. I went the other way. I was an early riser as a teen and became a night owl as an adult. Okay. Yeah, which I would not call myself an early bird. And I don't know if this is ADHD medicine or if this is like just me naturally getting better at being up in the morning, but I at least have brain function in the morning more so than I used to. I am capable of like getting up and going and doing stuff. Like I can get up and go to work, and when I get to work, you know, I'm capable of actually setting up classroom stuff and getting things ready and getting work done in the morning versus before it was the like, I sit here and I stare at all the things, and in the last like 2 seconds before my class comes in, I'm frantically setting up everything. Like, I'm better at that now, but I think that's more of an ADHD med thing than anything else. Where in the world does it want 6 more of these bricks? And there's 6 of these that are supposed to go somewhere. I don't see any more blue. I want to stay up late, but also keep getting various... Oh, deficiency like iron that make it super tired. And sleep more than the average person. Yeah. Which, like, getting sleep is good, but, like, there is also still a thing that's too much sleep. But it didn't work because I am a night owl. Yeah. I am either a night owl or a permanently exhausted pigeon. There is no in between. Ah, there's one. I don't know. The difference I think is I'm not a morning bird. I'm not a morning person. I'm a night owl. But I am more happy with my productivity and the way I feel if I get up in the morning. If I let myself sleep in, and that's I think what happened on Saturday. Is I unintentionally slept in until 11 my time, and therefore part of it was like the cadence was off and the sleep schedule was off, but also because so much of the day was already gone, then I don't have the motivation to do things and they keep moving, and it just, you know, it snowballs one thing into another. So I like what I get done and how I feel when I get up and get going in the morning, but the act of actually doing so is not fun. No, Bo. No. Also, does anybody see? It still says 5 more of these bricks, and I really don't see where the butts I'm supposed to place them. I don't... really don't see where else I'm supposed to put these. Ah, there we go. Okay, found it. We found it finally. Thinking back, I can kind of tell which of my teachers and professors were early risers and which were night owls. The thing that like was an interesting interaction for me in my first year of teaching, like I had never, you know, for those people who are like the super early morning people, I have never, I don't want to say, I guess acquaintances, I don't know if I would call us friends. The art teacher at one of the schools I was at my first year of teaching was like morning bird. She was early morning riser, like, you know, to the point of the meme of like, you know, she's getting up as the night owl's going to bed. Like that kind of thing. Like, she would wake up at like 3 in the morning. Not that she was up till 3 in the morning. She would like wake up at 3 in the morning. And her same, you know, it was interesting like talking to her about it because it was her same reasoning as, oh, it made it yeet over. Where'd the other one go? The same reasoning she used for being up early is the same reason a lot of us, I think, use for staying up late. Is like that time, those hours are when we're able to like have our own time and do what we want to do and have our time to ourselves without being interrupted by, you know, work or other family members or whatnot. Because, you know, that was her time to get up and make food and do her stuff that she wanted to do. And not have any family stuff that she needed to take care of. Whereas us being the night, you know, the night owls would be, you know, the other way around of us. We're staying up later to have those hours that we want. So, might be a night owl, just maybe. Just maybe. No, yeah, there's no pressure to do things at 2 a.m. Yeah. Wakes up at 3 a.m. with no alarm. That's wild. Yeah, so it's like, it's the same, she, you know, she had that same reasoning behind it of why she got up so early, but I did poke a little bit of fun at her. At, like, you know, like, curriculum night and stuff, because, you know, she would, because of her getting up early, she would be, like, in bed by, like, 8. She would be, like, asleep at 8. So her being at, like, a school event... her being at a school event that like ended at like 6:30 or 7, she'd be like, this would be me getting, you know, sitting and reading and winding down for bed. So like the school events would like make her stay up late essentially. Where? There they are. Okay, I was gonna say I saw these somewhere. Yeah, she's chasing the same idea of wanting the, you know, the me time, the just, you know, the time to do what you want to do and the relax. Like, it's the same, you know, us staying up late to be able to chill and play our games that we want to play and, you know, hang out with friends and stuff. It's that same kind of thing, just she does it in the, like, super morning hours and not the super late at night hours. It's like, okay, I guess I could get that. But I don't know. I think the thing with it too is there's so much things that happen in evening hours just as like a social kind of thing. But there, you know, because work always pushes you to be, you know, up in the morning and up and going and whatnot. But so many social things and social gatherings or like TV show watching stuff, like all of that is more of like an evening hour kind of thing. I don't know why the concrete mixer got so much louder. It was not this loud in the other level. But okay. Okay, for the concrete. Thank you. There we go. Get him on a case on how I need to wake up earlier because waking up when I do is unhealthy, but we both get 7 to 8 hours of sleep. He just goes to bed at 8. I go to bed at... Yeah, like, I also think it's one of the things that... Oh, is it H? How do I... H, there it goes. It's one of those things that I wish, like, adulting made it easier to do. Is allowing, you know, your natural sleep cadence. Because I don't remember details of it off the top of my head, but I have read articles. I have read articles about, you know, how night owls you know, consistently don't have, you know, the... You know, people who are naturally morning people are naturally going to have that more success of things because they're not having to constantly fight their body's, like, inner clock of things to be able to do their work and whatnot. Whereas, oh, I so glitched into the ground there for a second. Whereas, you know, a night owl is going to have to constantly fight their inner clock and inner timing of things in order to be on the same clock as the others, if that makes sense. Okay. And I just think it's interesting that it's like, you know, that the thought process of like, there's so many things that it's like you have to work on someone else's clock and you don't necessarily get to make your own clock and follow your own inner workings and stuff. Because like, if I just, you know, go to bed when I'm tired and wake up when I'm awake for summer hours, which, and this is the other reason why I know that I think I'm slowly becoming more of a morning person, is even though I still stayed up late during summer, it was earlier than previous years that I still, you know, started going towards bed. For the longest time, my natural thing was, you know, going to bed at 2 a.m. and waking up at 10 a.m. Like, that was my natural sleep cycle. This summer, it was more like 1 to 9 was more of the natural sleep schedule of stuff. So it was a little bit earlier than it has been in the past, which was interesting. Not saying that it's like a permanent change or, you know, whatnot, who knows, but it's definitely a difference. So, I don't know. The other thing too is I think I just need to make... I've been consistently using the Finch app. I finally got the fancy version, and it's cool, the different like reports and stuff you get on things. I like it. I also like having the more customization options and items and things. But I think I maybe need to utilize that a little bit more and, you know, try to do some more sleep routine kind of things. Because I still find that I naturally, like, in order to get my brain to shut off and, like, actually go to sleep, I still want to, like, doom scroll for, like, a bit before I go to bed. And I know that's not a good thing to do. But I'm struggling to get myself to do something that's not doom scrolling. Because I still need the, like, something for my brain to do before, like, going to bed. And I need it to be... I need it to be not doom scrolling. And it's like, I could do... I don't know. I guess the other tricky thing, too, is... if Talarian's a good goober and actually goes to bed when he probably should go to bed because he, like, is at work at 6 in the morning. So he, in theory, is supposed to go to bed before me. So it's one of those things, too. So if he actually goes to bed before me, then, you know, I can't go in and, like, lay in the bed and turn a light on and, like, read a book in bed. So then it's like I try to, like, sit here and try to read, but that's still not the same thing, if that makes sense. Did you do a CT into the ground about that? Kind of. So much prep work for stir fry. Yeah, that's what Talarian did the other day, a couple days ago. That he made some stir fry. It was very yummy, but also, like, all the prep work for all of the things that go in the thing. This is actually a really cool looking house. How We haven't built stairs or anything, so I guess we're just going like this. I think we're building a second story. Okay, we need more of those. Do we have more of those? I don't think I have... Oh, I do have more of those. Fancy. Should have leftovers? Okay. I find for myself, like, stir fry is a hard thing to be like, but I just want to eat it all because veggies. And I really like cooked veggies a lot. So it's always like all of the things. That's the other thing I'm trying to, like, that's, you know, something I'm actively wanting to work on as well. I have a lot of self-improvement things that I would like to be working on. And that's the other one as well, is just working on eating better and trying to learn more, which I'm totally open to, like, tips on this and stuff. I know, like, I don't know how many I'll be able to implement. Tellurian is the prime person who, like, makes the food in the house. But one, I would, like, actually like to get back to actually making some food. We stopped doing the HelloFresh stuff because we have so many of the recipes that we just need to go get the materials to be able to just make it ourselves kind of thing. But I don't know if it needs to be that I'm cooking stuff. I just want to eat better. And I'm still not exactly sure how to do that or what that actually looks like, if that makes sense. Because the one thing I know I can pinpoint is I am eating too many carbs. Like, that is one thing I know for sure, is, like, balance-wise of stuff. My balance of items is off. And I know carbs is one of them. I feel ya. Yeah, it's like I would like to eat better. And I've done diet stuff before. My mother had a hyper focus on Weight Watchers. I used to be a Weight Watchers lifetime member. And looking back at pictures of myself at that time, I don't want to go back to that weight, and I don't want to go back to being that. But it's like, I would like to be not the size I am right now. Simply because it gets in the way of being able to do the movement I want to do with the kids and stuff for teaching. It's a hindrance in terms of being able to keep up in ways with the kids. Like, I don't feel like physically fitness wise that I'm necessarily struggling with that. Like, you know, I could run around with the kids and be totally fine. But in terms of, like, actual, like, size of things, like, you know, I can't reach down and touch my toes because my stomach gets in the way. Like, that's a thing that I absolutely hate. And I don't want to hate that. Trying not to hate things, because I'm trying to be better about that. But it still really bugs me. So I'm allowing it to bug me as a motivation to, like, do something about it. But, and it's one of those things too. I think I'm also better now than, like, you know, a few years ago about not expecting myself to be like 100% all the time once I started a goal. Like, there's the ups and downs of stuff. Whereas, you know, previously, like, it's like, hey, I want to do this. As soon as I do, like, one minor inconvenience or mess up or something, it's the, oh, well, it's all over, throw in the towel, like, you know, that kind of thing. Of being more forgiving to yourself, of like, hey, you're a human, you're gonna fuck up sometimes, that's okay. Like, you can still keep going, you don't need to sabotage yourself because you made a tiny mistake. You can do a tap, okay. I also think it has also helped, like, in terms of, you know, over the last 5-ish years of, you know, having you all as, you know, a friend system and a community and things like that. So it's not just like, you know, it's not just my mother bugging me to do something. You know, I have you all as a, like, hey, friendship motivation, or, like, you know, a hold accountable and stuff like that. You know, obviously, like, you know, you all don't have to, but it's like, you know, that the community supported that. So And I don't think that's just a me thing. I think that's something we all share together too, which I think is really nice. And speaking of community people, it's a Jessica. I didn't realize you were live. I must have missed a notification thing. Hi, how is your stream? How is the ZZZ? Hello. If you all don't follow Jessica, you better do the thing right now. Build unseen on the houses. Tap Girl 301 will grow from invisible hands. Medieval towels will show. We'll guide with Cleo. What a sight to see. 1 brick, 2 bricks, old bricks, new bricks. Yeah. You're new here? Well, guess what, Brando? Twitch chat calls you out as a raider. Just so you know. It calls you out. You have the highlighted box around your name. There's no hiding from me. Vampire Survivors minigame they added to ZZZ. I need to play more ZZZ. I need to play more ZZZ. I've played an hour of it, and I need to play more of it. But as we were talking earlier, I have far too many games to play. It's fine. We have a completely realistic amount of backlog to play. Totally. Absolutely. It's totally fine. Also, hi, Spider. Hello. Hi, Five Ways. Let me do the highs hellos. Y'all, do we need to read the dentist butt Mad Lib for our readers? Should we read the Mad Lib about the butts and going to the dentist? Oh, catch your first experience and time flew by. Fair enough. Not biased, though. Seems suspicious. I told one of my 3rd graders today that he was acting sus. And the kid, like, I think I built some rapport with some of the other kids. Because I was literally just like, I was like, you're acting suspicious. You're being sus. It's like, and the kid's like, trying to deny. I was like, no, you're acting sus. I know you are. Because this kid, he kept, I told him to go spit his gum out at the beginning of class. Because obviously, like, I'm a movement teacher. You're not going to be chewing gum while you're in the gym taking my class. Because that's not safe. So I told him to spit it out, and then I realized after the warm-up that he was chewing gum again, and I realized that 2 other kids were I told this, like, series of 3 kids to go spit their gum out, and they spit, like, I watched them spit it out. Like, I know they did. They ended up with more. I was like, you're being sus, because, like, this kid was moving over to the other one from their dot spots, and I'm just glaring at him. I was like, you're acting sus. He's like, no. I'm like, yes, you are. Because they were, like, secretly trading pieces of gum to have gum. It's like, stop it, child. No. Get young kids, like, you just talk about their interests and they'll think you're cool, the same way. I know. Y'all, in terms of games, I really need to play Roblox so I understand what these small children are talking about. I don't know if I actually want to play Roblox. But I need to play Roblox so I understand what these kids are talking about, because that is the one thing that I fail at, because they'll bring up Roblox and ask if I play it, and I have to say no. Because I'm not going to lie, because I don't know enough about it to pretend that I've played it. Because the only thing I know about it is that fashion simulator game. So I don't know enough about it to fake that I've played it. So I need to play some of it so I can pass off that, I know at least some things about it. Because obviously, like, I can build the rapport and I can understand the things, like, with, like, the Fortnite and, talking with the kids and past the basic of, like, oh, yeah, the whatever the jetpack thing and the, the lightning bolt, whatever's in the current season. I've definitely built some additional rapport with students because of having that knowledge that they know of, like, oh, you wouldn't know that unless if you played the game. I need some of that with Roblox, but I also, I don't know. It's funny when you're a kid and they're like, how do they know? And then after some years, they're like, being super, yeah. Some of the times, like, okay. And I take every opportunity I can to, like, do that kind of rapport building and that's why, you know, like, I try to crack jokes or make references to things, or, you know, I'll use video game music. You know, like, even something as simple as, like, you know, when I need a chill song with no words, like, putting the Minecraft music on, like, you know, putting stuff on that they, like, would recognize, which is tricky to also find the balance, because the other part of my job is, you know, teaching them and exposing them to other cultures and other dances and other music and stuff that they haven't heard before. But it's like, okay, I have to have that rapport build so they'll, like, go along on the journey with me to, like, listen to something different, which is why the other day was really funny when they're like, not I Love Kittens. What came on shuffle? The Modern Major General, but the I'm a Scientist Solarian came on shuffle because I have that on there for my own amusement. And they were not ready to go on the roller coaster ride that is that song. I'm like, okay, I can't blame you. It's a little out there. It's a little out there. I'll give you that. Tiny kid, she went out. Don't see me, mommy. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, hold on. We need to read this Mad Lib for Jessica and Raiders to appreciate. We're rereading this Mad Lib. This Mad Lib is covered in cat hair because Ella apparently, like, nuzzled against it. Ew, why is there all of a sudden so much cat hair on the book? Ella! Yeah, you. I'm talking about you and your fuzzy cat hairness. Okay. A visit to the dentist. A one-act play to be performed by 2 sushi in this room. Patient. Thank you very much for seeing me, Dr. Commando. Especially on such butt-shaped notice. Dentist. What is the problem, young butt? Patient. I have a pain in my upper toe, which is giving me a severe upper butt's ache. Dentist. Let me take a look. Open your wisdom teeth wide. Good. Now I'm going to tap your butts with my booty. Patient. Shouldn't you give me a rump killer? Dentist. It's not necessary. Suffering succotash. I think I see a floppy disk in your upper tush. Patient. Are you going to pull my fish out? Dentist. No, I'm going to chug in your tooth and put in a temporary nature's trombone. Patient. When do I come back for the hungry filling? Dentist. A day after I wash your taco. I don't know. Do we trust Brando being a dentist? Do we trust this? I don't know if we trust this. Gave you Christmas cookies? Ooh. That's another game that has been gifted to me that I haven't played yet, is Bakery Simulator. Should we play that? You have to wash your patient's taco. I love that has, like, because that's Corey's emote, right? The sus, the shrug, the Anka shrug is so great for that. Yes. Okay, is that it? No, there's still 6 more out here. Ooh. Pokemon. I'm also gonna fish too, because why not? Maybe I should go up. This side? There it is. Yes, I am. I don't have any of those bricks in my inventory. The thing I'm noticing, I'm not sure if it's a DLC level thing or if it's they updated the game. But I noticed it yesterday, and I don't think or Saturday. I know days. I noticed it on Saturday, but I don't think I said anything out loud about it. I can carry 5 different materials now, and it used to be 4. And I'm not sure if that's a DLC level thing, or if they updated it so you can carry 5 types of things instead of 4, because I could definitely carry more types than I used to be able to. A vape? Why is there a vape in there? I didn't notice. Yeah, we can carry 5 things, and I don't know if that's like a DLC thing or if that's they did an update to make it be more. Because I definitely can carry more objects now, which I am not complaining about because it's nice to have more things in our inventory. There definitely still seems to be a limit on how many of each object we can carry, but we can now carry 5 types of items instead of just 4. Also, the audio for the congratulations didn't actually happen. Wait, are you telling me that I'm supposed to, like... I'm supposed to pour concrete up here? I'm supposed to get the wheelbarrow up there? Sure, game. If you say so. If you say so, game. That so works. There we go. Because they please actually put the concrete into the thing, please and thank you. Okay. Need a walk. Walks are cool. We can jump with the wheelbarrow. You know, I'm not even gonna question it. Why don't we get the fancy hose? I want the fancy concrete hose. Why do I have to do this with the wheelbarrow? Okay, I guess we're mixing more concrete. Sure, why not? Fancy hose. Rando! I guess I can't, fine, I'll give you that one. I have no good comeback. Like the floating hose. Not that kind. Jazzy. Alright, we'll put the wheelbarrow back down here. And I don't have any more of those bricks in my inventory. I don't have any more of those bricks. Actually, I need to order more. We used all of them. Okay. Are we fishing? Fishing? Giant sea turtle! Crispy, we caught a turtle. Night. Okay, apparently I can't get up there from that. Okay. snazzy. I only have 2 more of these. So, just say we're gonna need a few more. Wait, actually, do I have more of them? I don't think I have more of them. No, those are the planks. No, I guess I don't. Okay. Oh, I think this is one we had to buy. We had to buy anyway, I think. All right. I'm liking this build, though. It's a cool one to do. Impressive! Impressive! Okay. Oh, now we're gonna build, like, the pillars. Oh. Okay, we have to just parry this. It won't let us put us in the inventory. Well, I guess I cleared a spot for no reason then. Okay, we definitely are gonna have to move the scaffolding. We're just casually yeeting an entire pillar. Just by ourselves. No need for assistance. I'm sure these aren't heavy or anything like that. Okay, I gotta turn that mixer off. It's gonna drive me nuts. Boop. Okay. Dragon shooting for... Yeah, I don't know why the mixer sounds different in this level than it has in prior levels. And I'm not sure why. Like, it's always made sound. But I feel like the sound is... I don't know. It's louder? And I don't have my sound at any different volume than usual. What an asphalt house. It's pretty cool. I like this house. It's very fancy. Yeah, just wash the walls. Uh-huh. Okay. We have 12. It says we need 16, but we have at least 12. So we'll come up here and do the ones that we have. Okay, we need 4 more. Yeah. A very cool looking house. I like it. Hey! Intergalactic Pants, it's good to see you. How's it going? Oh my gosh, I realized it's going through the pillar. How's your stream? What did you get up to? Can we get some hellos and welcomes for our raiders? Hello. Welcome on in. If you don't know me, I am Tapgirl. I'm a variety streamer here on Twitch. We are currently on a bit of a simulation hyperfocus. And we are currently playing some House Builder. We're doing one. I know my title, I think, says Medieval DLC. We think this is actually the Garden DLC. But we're having a lot of fun with it. And if you have any questions about the game, definitely feel free to ask, because we've definitely done a number of jobs in it. But hello. Welcome on in. We play all kinds of things here, not just simulation. We do have a Mass Effect 3 first playthrough that is currently on hold, because we had a couple major character deaths, like, back-to-back streams, and so I haven't touched the game in like 2 months, but we're planning to get back to it like sometime this month. I want to play that DLC so bad. I want no spoilers, but I hope you're having fun with it. I have not played the Horizon Forbidden West DLC. I want to very bad. I need to find a place for it. I have the collector's edition of Horizon Forbidden West that came with the really cool Tremor Tusk figure thingamajig, and I love it a lot. It's not currently in here because it is like a half inch taller than these cubbies. Like, it won't fit. I thought it would fit, and it doesn't. It's like slightly too tall. I really want to play it, but I don't own a PlayStation 5. And I could re-buy the game and play it on PC, but I thought about doing it. I still haven't. I thought I was going to, but I still haven't done that yet. But I would like to. So I hope you're having fun. Okay. Yeah, it's like we're kind of contemplating. We're contemplating that a PlayStation 5 might be like our Christmas present to ourselves this year. But I also have a lot of PlayStation 4 stuff that I haven't played yet. That I still need to play. We were actually talking earlier about all the games that even just in the terms of games that I like started and haven't finished, which mostly consist of simulator games. There are a couple story-ish games that we haven't finished, but they're not like huge, major, big, long story games. I just haven't gone back to finish them yet. Oh, that did not work. That was fine. Yeah, I get what you mean though. Like I guess, I don't know, the part of the layering of stuff is like concrete, but it's like that, I don't even know what you call this, stone bricky kind of, there we go. I'm gonna say, I think we're building a chimney. Chimney cricket. Just one more. There we go. Snazzy. Okay. Do we have some of those on the lot? We do. Snazzy. Cinder blocks. Thank you, CT. I was gonna say, there's a word for it. I get what you mean. The meaning was conveyed. Yeah, if y'all haven't seen House Builder before, it is a lot of fun. I do recommend this game. Also with the transparency that this and the DLCs were given to me as review keys. The one thing I would say about this game, there are a couple levels that are a little buggy. And if you go into this game knowing that it is not a sandbox at all, it is a completely linear experience. You just get the chill satisfaction of following the steps to build a lot of different kinds of houses. Is very fun, is very chill. It's very good for those times when it's like, I want to build and decorate stuff, but I don't have the executive function or the brain power to make design creative choices. I can play this. Really easy to get. All the scalpers. Oh, are getting ready for the pro. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, scalpers are gonna scalp. Which, I wouldn't want the pro anyway. Yeah, it's like assembling Lego. Exactly. It's like assembling a Lego house. Exactly. Like Legos, but house. Yeah. I wouldn't want the pro anyway, because one, it's an insane price. Two, like, it doesn't come with a stand. 3, it doesn't have a disk drive. And that just feels wrong. Like, what? Like, I understand, like, even if you get a game on disc, it still, like, downloads it to your console and whatever. It's not really necessarily playing it off the disc. But it just is so wrong. Ooh. Well, you'll definitely have to post pictures and stuff once things are built or building process and whatnot, because that sounds cool. Oh, chip shortage since China banned crypto mining. Yeah. I wish assembling a house was this pleasant and easy IRL, right? Use consoles as Blu-ray players. Yeah, no, the PS5 Pro does not come with a stand and does not have a disc drive. But it's like $900. It's stupid. Oh, with the Japanese club, so it's gonna take a while to build. Only meet once a month. Okay, fair enough, but still. Yeah, it's like $900. And the stand is not included, which I think it's like, come on, if you're gonna charge that absurd price, the least you could do is include the stand, right? The PlayStation 5 Pro that is releasing soon. I don't actually know when it's releasing. Like, I think it's wild that, I don't know. It's one of those things. Today, if you're gonna spend that much money on something, it would be better putting it towards a PC. Like, in the grand scheme of, like, gaming and stuff, like, I totally get people still wanting to have consoles and things, but, you know, I get people liking console gaming. I don't dislike console gaming. I just greatly prefer PC for the, you know, the options of games and the customization that you can do with different things and modding and stuff. But I totally get, like, especially if you're someone who grew up playing a ton on consoles. But, you know, if you're gonna put that much money into it, you're gonna have an overall better gaming experience if you just get a PC instead of a console. And isn't there something about, like, there's, like, a PlayStation 1 re-release? There's some other PlayStation release that people were talking about, like, you know, getting for nostalgia purposes. And I don't remember what that was. I don't think I heard too much about that yet. I'm also not one who keeps up with, like, PlayStation stuff and things like that. I, like, kind of keep up with some, you know, Nintendo release stuff just because I have a Switch. But because I don't have a PlayStation 5, I don't tend to keep up with the PlayStation news as much. Like, I have a PlayStation 4. Like, you know, I have that. But I have so many PlayStation 4 games and things that I need to play. And also, for reference, I did not get a PlayStation 4 until... $4 years ago? Maybe it's been about 5 years? When I started streaming, I did not own a PlayStation 5. Like, so it's been like 5-ish years or less. Because I did not own a PlayStation 4 before I started streaming. Scalpers are reselling disc drives for stupid high prices, even though you can buy them from list price right away in the PlayStation Store. Why? Like... PS5S yet? I don't even know the difference between them. PS6 when it comes out in 2 to 3 years, yeah. Yeah, and like PlayStation is one that I have not kept up with all the consoles and stuff. My first ever console was a PlayStation 2. I did not ever own a PlayStation 3, and then obviously I have a PlayStation 4 now. But it's not something that I've gotten like every console, which I guess is not true for Nintendo either. I never got a Wii U, but I have a Wii and I have, you know, I have a DS and I have a 3DS and I have a Switch and I have an OLED Switch. So like I've done more of the steps of stuff with Nintendo, even though I still haven't really technically played a ton of Nintendo games. Oh, have PS5. Yeah. I think there's still a lot of people who are still getting just a general PS5. No, you're totally fine. I combined things into things. Install the remaining windows. Oh, there's the green. Let's move that out of the way. There we go. Y'all, we're putting the windows in. We're putting the windows in. It's getting fancy. Okay. I don't think it gave me any of those. Yes, by the way, we do have a spidey sense to figure out where our materials are. Okay. I owned a PS3, but I got one of the ones that had... Oh, disk drive instead of an emulator? Okay. Every PS1 through 3 game with that PS3? Yeah. Well, that was satisfying. Okay, scaffolding. We need you back. Because I gotta get back up here a little bit. We are attempting to build the roof now, it seems. We are about 60% of the way through here. I don't know, I will be perfectly honest, if we're going to finish this tonight. We'll see. We'll see how quickly I can finish the last part of this. Because it's a Monday, I do have work tomorrow, and I also have stuff that I want to get done after stream. Today's stream and Monday streams are definitely going to be on the shorter side. I'm also just a tired noodle, so it's like, okay. But also I want to try to finish this. Okay, so for my time blind brain, in my time blindness, it still feels like the PS5 just launched. So saying this late in the PS5 life cycle, when did the PS5 launch? Because in my brain, it still doesn't feel like it's been 5 years. Okay, like it still doesn't feel like it's been that long. Because, you know, which partially is due to the, like, lack of being able to buy one. You know, for, like, multiple years. Which now you can, you know, you can definitely get your hands on one. But PS1 discs, but not PS2 discs. Weird. Okay. Broke the PS3 disc reader? Oh no. It came out in 2020. Okay, that's what I was trying to remember. Is like, did it come out in 2020 or did it come out like slightly after that or like slightly before it? Was kind of what my brain was trying to figure out. Still not possible to buy. I've definitely like seen them, like they're a lot easier to get if you want one. Like, I've seen them at Costco. Like, there's, you know, there's definitely, like, you can get your hands on them a lot easier. Just gonna buy a whole bunch of them. We're gonna ditch those. So we have a slot to be able to pick these up. Oh, maybe I didn't need to buy these. I have some of these. Okay. Oh, well, we'll have extras then. I didn't realize I didn't need to buy these ones, but they gave us some. The game said no, I'm not allowed to walk up there, apparently. Oh. I glitched into the ground again. It's fine. I know I'm overloaded. You're fine. You can still build stuff. We'll be a-okay. Yeah. Okay, now I'm assuming it's on the other side. Stir fry turned out good, and I'm definitely having leftovers. Yay for leftovers!
You did it!
You did it! Okay, I kind of figured we were going to need more of them, which is why I bought some, but I didn't realize we do actually have some on the lot here. Which is fine. We're going to use the ones that we have in our inventory, and we'll use some of the ones on the lot. And who knows, we probably might have needed to end up buying more anyway. Alright, let's go pick up a stack of those. What's stir fry now? I know, it sounds good, right? I had to find and install a file past the tutorial to play it. Uh-oh. But all the games are $70-ish, so it's just a giant paperweight. Yeah, that's kind of the thing, too, with it, though. It's like, you know, I want one, and I think it would be cool to have one. But is it actually, like, worth getting it when I still have, you know, such a backlog of stuff? I don't know. Basically, the thought process of things is, because of the collector's edition of Horizon Forbidden West, I do technically own the game for PlayStation 5. So, and there is also other games that, you know, I'm blanking on any off the top of my head right now because my brain is too sleepy to recall information, apparently. But, you know, the PlayStation 5 would allow me to play games that are only PlayStation 5. And I wouldn't need to rebuy Horizon Forbidden West in order to play the DLC. But also, like, is there enough games that are PlayStation 5 that I would want to get to justify getting a console to be able to not have to buy the game again? If that makes sense. Oh, give them another inventory slot to hold more. Yeah. Coming to PC. Yeah, that's the other thing too, is like there's so many games that are, you know, they're not staying. The exclusiveness of games is going away. And I think that's a good thing. Like, I totally understand having a game be exclusive to something for, you know, the first 6 months of its release or something like that. Like, I can understand having, you know, I can understand having some of that exclusivity because, you know, marketing wise, they still want to get, you know, people to buy the consoles or buy the game, you know, that kind of marketing process. But I appreciate that the, like, forever exclusive things are starting to not be a thing. You know, outside of, like, you know, like Nintendo. Like, Nintendo's always going to be, you have to have a Nintendo system to play a Nintendo game. Like, that's just, that's, I don't think, going to go away. But, you know, PlayStation games, more and more of them, you know, they're getting, you know, God of War's being ported, and Horizon Zero Dawn and Forbidden West, which apparently Horizon Zero Dawn is getting a, like, a remaster. Which I'm like, okay, I guess. You know, they're gonna update it to, like, Horizon Forbidden West quality of stuff, which is like, okay, I guess I could get behind that. It's like, I don't know. Have a Major's graphics update, though I recommend buying an external SSD to store your PS4 games in. Okay. Not entirely sure why, though. I do want to play more PC games as well. Buying an actual PC. Yeah, like, I like having a I like having a PlayStation. I like having a Switch. But having a PC I think is still overall better in my opinion because of the game availability that you can have, because of the modifications and customization you can do on those games that aren't available on consoles, and 3, you can get a lot more games and a lot more variety of games for a way cheaper price on PC than you can do on console. Like, even if even games that are available on PC, like getting them on the Switch or on the Switch for sale, like it's still more expensive to purchase games for console. Like, I'm not going to be able to go onto the PlayStation Store or onto the Switch store and find a lot of options for $1 or $2. Whereas I can go into Steam and I can find a whole bunch of games that cost less than like $5 or less. Like, that's not... Like, I feel like the Switch, like, has some games that go on sale for, like, a couple of bucks. But, you know, if you're wanting any kind of big title game, you're just not... you're not, like, gonna get... You're gonna have to go pay $70 for Baldur's Gate, whereas, you know, on PC, you could catch it on sale and get it for, like, 30 or something like that. Like, I don't think... You know, obviously, they still do some sales on console, but they're not always the same amount. There's still, you know, fees and console cost and whatnot, if that makes sense. They're expensive, but I feel like getting, say, 5 indie games. So if I really want a new $70 games. Yeah. Like, and that's the thing, too, is I personally would rather support, and there's a lot more indie games. Like, don't get me wrong, there's some big title games that I would be interested in getting and playing. But I have so many more indie titles that I would rather get that it's hard to justify spending... I'm trying to remember the last time I spent... I guess... I don't remember. Well, okay, I've spent like 20-ish bucks on a game. I'm trying to remember the last time I even spent $30 or more on a singular game. I don't know. The most expensive game that I've gotten, you know, super recently is I got House Flipper 2. But House Flipper 2 was on sale and also in a bundle, so it was not full price. And I don't remember how much it was off the top of my head. Let me see if I can still see that bundle. I don't know if it will show me the price of stuff. If anything, if I find the link, I can post it in the chat. Okay, House Flipper 2 is not on sale anymore. But I got this bundle. It must have been like $7 or $8 off, because I think I spent like $39 or $40 on that bundle. So, House Flipper 2 is still the most expensive game that I think I've bought in possibly years. I'm trying to think of anything else that would have been in that price range that I would have gotten. I mean, if you account for like DLCs and stuff, like I've spent more than that probably on Truck Sim. Oh, that would be it. That would probably be close. It was 20 bucks, 25-ish maybe? I think it was 25. I bought the Disney Dreamlight Valley DLC when it was on sale. So like, I'm not opposed to buying stuff, but you know, still overall, like, to buy a game that's higher than 30 bucks is very rare for me. Is very rare. Most of the games I buy are in that, you know, more around that like $12.99 range. Maybe 15, you know, the $12 to $15 range is probably where a lot of them end up being at full price. Most of the games that I own are like less than 20 bucks. If not, the majority of them being like less than $12. Like, I have a lot of games that I've gotten for, you know, between like 4 and 10 bucks or something like that. I don't know. It's really hard to spend that much on a game individually, for me at least. Like, I'm not opposed to it. Like, at some point, I will probably give in and buy Baldur's Gate, but it has to be something that I know for sure that I am going to like and play. Like, you know, obviously, like, the Disney Dreamlight Valley DLC. Obviously, I'm going to like that, and I'm going to play it because of, like, I've put 200-something hours into the base game, and I'm not even done with all the quests. Like, that's one that's like, okay, I can justify that. House Flipper 2. I spent multiple hours playing the demo for that game, and loved every second of it. And I've loved every second I've played of the first game. So clearly I'm going to get my hours and money's worth out of the second game when I actually get around to playing it. I did have that thought of impulsively playing that today as something different, but I'm like, no, I want to build the manor house. Like, no, I want to check out this one. Yeah, that's the other thing too, is like Baldur's Gate would be one that Baldur's Gate 3 would be a game that when I get around to actually wanting to sit down and play that game, I would be willing to spend the money to be able to get it. I probably, you know, would still try to catch it on sale. But even if I bought it at full price of, what is it, 60, 70, whatever it is, like, I would still get, you know, even at full price, I would get my money's worth out of that game with the amount of hours that you can put into that game. Wait, which game? Okay, let's see. What do we need? Do we have this item around here? Oh. I don't know why those two were just on the ground in front of where they needed to go. Do we have more of those just lying around waiting to be put? Huh. I guess that works. Sure. Aw, the ice castle. Okay, I guess we don't have more of those, so I guess let's buy some. Okay. I think let's ditch these. I don't think we're gonna need those right now. Oh, has the 5-ish hour. That's a decent amount of time for a demo. There's not a window on that side, huh? Alright. Oh, roof tiles. Those are over here. Okay. We're getting pretty close on this. I think we can finish it. I will say my head is starting to hurt a little bit. It's not fun. But, the one to finish this is strong. The game is like, yeah. I don't ever expect a demo to be super long. Which, speaking of demos, you all ready for more demos? Because Next Fest, I need to look at the date because Next Fest should be starting soon. Soon, TM? It should be happening at some point this month. I don't know if I'm going to make more videos for YouTube on it yet. I don't know. Would you all be interested in seeing me make videos like I did before? Which, if any of you haven't seen them, there's a whole playlist of Next Fest demos that I played and uploaded videos of me playing last Next Fest. Would that be all something you would want me to do again? Like, I have not thought about and planned what my Next Fest plans are, other than I know I'm gonna be playing demos. Need to get yourself to bed, it's getting late. I know, it's like, oh my gosh, I was gonna not stream any later than 8:30, and it's already, like, really approaching that very, very quickly. But also, it feels really silly to, like, leave this with just, like, a little bit of percentage. Because we got 20% more. I don't know. I think we could maybe manage it. I don't know. Maybe we save... The maze might be a thing we need to save. If anything, let's finish the roof. I think we can manage to finish the roof. But I think actually... me saying 20% out loud made me go, wait, maybe that's actually a little too much. Maybe we shouldn't do that much more. Did it not give us the... Oh, I thought it did. But that's what those were. But I guess that's not what those are. Okay. Like Horizon Zero Dawn? I don't think I probably would. Because it's not like... It's not like it's gonna be any different game-wise. It's just gonna look better because it is just a remaster. Like, I think I would watch someone play that myself, but I don't think I would personally. Like, I think it's cool that they're doing a remaster. I think it's cool that it's gonna be available for you to play it and have it, you know, look like Horizon Forbidden West while playing the first game. Waiting for the Lego Horizon adventure. I still not sure how I feel about that. It's Sony doing Bethesda things, yeah. Like, I don't think it's a bad thing, but I personally, I don't think I need to play the remaster. And also just mechanics-wise, I don't know if I can go back to the first game after playing the second game with the difference of mechanics. Because the second game is just so much better. I think I want to play the Lego Horizon. I don't know. It just feels a little silly, if that makes any sense. Like, I don't know how I feel about it yet.